nice.
Hey, Wojtek, we've still got work to do. Come and help.
Can't you see I'm talking to someone?
I ain't seen you here. Are you new and all? Well, I'm Magda.
Aye, I'm new here. Just like Wojtek here.
It's great to have some new lads here.
Oh, aye. Henry, how about you bugger off? I wouldn't want a repeat of our last disagreement.
Me neither. But all I care about is you giving me a hand. Those sacks won't carry themselves.
I'll just finish what I'm discussing with Magda and I'll be right with you.
Are you also helping Wojtek's uncle?
Sorry, I don't have time to chat. I have work to do.
Aye. Off you go then.
It was nice to meet you. What was Lord Semin's wedding like?
It was nice. Good food and drink.
Talk like that in the tavern, but comparing the royalty, their majesties, to a stinking fish head, I don't want to hear any of that. Someone will overhear and you'll get in trouble.
Look after your charcoal. Don't come around here again.
And on duty too. You play the
I
same.
heard it ended in a brawl.
Aye. Some idiots had a punch-up. At least everyone else could relax and be merry.
From what I hear, some of them got a little too merry, eh?
I reckon even Lord von Berger couldn't stop the
Chamberlain Ulrich hasn't got it easy. He's got all sorts of worries. Sir Otto travels a lot, so he's got to do a lot of stuff on his behalf.
Whatever worries he has, the fella treats folks like dirt. It ain't no wonder they get upset. Aha! So it's true what the laundresses say then. Do you go and look at
Charcoal. Osina, the blacksmith, is your wife.
I carry sacks, but I also handle his business and generally help run the workshop. He needed help, so I offered my services. My uncle's a good man, so why wouldn't I help him? I'm sorry?
Man, your uncle's the nastiest piece of work I
Saw
ever
him,
met.
but I didn't speak with him.
Did he seem off to you?
All them bookworms seem off to me. Although it's true, he was looking a bit, how can I put it, absent?
I met him a few times while I watched his town.
Raised hair on the back of my neck.
And he didn't notice
You
you
did as well.
standing.
We could go somewhere and continue our chat. I'm new here.
Good heavens. You're seeing this.
God be with you.
Same to you.
How's life treating you?
Not too bad. But I've got so much to do. I'd have to split myself in two to get it all done on time.
Why don't you take on a young apprentice to help you out?
Sure, where can I find
That's that.
Careful!
I need someone who's capable and has a good head on his shoulders.
Hey,
and most
vagabond.
importantly, doesn't
You're
drink.
done hauling.
Yourself?
I finished.
How should I know? They told me.
Together. That way, you'll keep an eye on the
I'd-
lad,
I.
and you'll even have someone to
Well, I'm a
carry you home.
blacksmith.
Oh,
I-
then you might tell you what. So fire, and there's only
All right.
how many left?
God,
Smart lad. But Kabat,
One.
you'll find everything.
All right.
And now, and when it's this here itinerant is my new helper.
Careful.
What is it?
I bought a lovely yew bow the other day for a great price.
what good's a bow to you, for God's sake? What a waste of money.
Didn't you hear that the king himself announced that everyone should have a good bow on hand?
Which king would that be?
I don't know exactly, but when the king commands, his subjects have to obey, don't they?
You didn't hear it from the trader who sold you the bow, by any chance?
Aye, come to think of it, it was him who told me. God be with you.
Good luck to you, friend.
What's the matter, good wife?
Because of that, the lock on my spice chest is stuck. And so how am I to be?
Can I help you somehow?
No, unless you can pick a lock.
Sure. Let's have a look at that chest and I'll get to it. As it happens, I know how to do...
It's in the castle cellar.
Yeah, but I'm not allowed there.
Never mind. What a day. I burned the rue in the morning, and then the girl told me we're out of venison. I don't know what that gamekeeper's up to again. Actually, I do know, and it ain't nothing good. And now this. 3 years that lock is broken, and 3 years that good-for-nothing has been promising to fix
God be
it.
with you.
But no.
Greetings to you too.
After all,
Excuse me.
I'm just a stupid cook fanker who's always nagging and won't leave anyone in peace. But if I didn't nag, there'd be nothing done in this godforsaken castle. Have to kick people's asses here to even get them out of bed in the morning. The lazy bones. Pfui!
Don't forget to light the fire in the main hall. It's as cold there as a dungeon. That doesn't do me any good. Christ almighty.
Here it is, that damn chest. 3 years I've been telling him God's truth.
Christ almighty. Pain.
Thank you kindly, young man. If you want...
Do you know how I can get up to the chapel?
You can't. Only his lordship and his family go there. And of course, Father Nicodemus. Usually, that is. Only now, Captain Thomas is lying there. He's at death's door. God save him.
I understand.
On the outside and juicy on the inside. Nothing half cooked. Oh, this talk of food makes my...
Sir, I want to ask you something.
You? What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be helping outside in the courtyard? Christ. Ah, First you cause mayhem at a noble wedding, and now you go snooping around where you shouldn't.
I noticed, sir, that something is troubling you. I could help you.
How could a vagabond like you help me?
One vagabond isn't the same as another, sir. It can be hard to tell the difference between beggars and us students from Prague, but we have a bit of knowledge.
And what are you doing here? Prague is a long way off.
I'm here to gain experience. Our professors encouraged us to travel the world, but I ran out of coin and things went from bad to worse.
Mm-hmm. And where did you study?
Prague University, of course. So far, I've completed the Septem Artes Liberalis, and I'm getting ready for the Quadrivium.
Oh. Well, my nephew had some difficulties with arithmetic in the Quadrivium.
Oh, I understand. It's a difficult subject, and I'm a bit anxious about it myself. Nevertheless, although I don't have a degree in medicine, I have learned a few things.
Well, you really surprise me, lad.
Anyway, I'll examine you and try to make a diagnosis.
Yes, that should help.
Tell me, Master Chamberlain, is the pain like someone stabbing you in the belly, or more like pouring hot oil down your throat?
What kind of question is that? How should I know? No one ever stabbed me in the belly or poured hot oil down my throat. Obviously.
Aha. Good point. Did you get advice from anyone about it? Have you tried anything for the pain?
Well, I talked to our surgeon. He just said it was odd and told me nothing more. So I went to Kolin to see Professor Joachim Bavorsky, and he advised me.
Yes? What?
It's a little awkward for me to talk about, I must admit.
Master Chamberlain, I'm here as a practitioner of the medical arts. You can rest assured that whatever you tell me will remain between us.
All right. The professor spoke at length about Jupiter and the houses, and then he told me that my bodily humours are out of balance.
I would expect so. And what did he recommend?
Well, that I should get more silver into my body. So I wear more silver jewellery, and when there's a full moon, I go to the meadow here below the castle, naked.
Really? So you're taking it quite seriously. And has it worked?
No, but there'll be a full moon soon, so I could damn well use some other advice.
I understand. Tell me, sir, what about your, let's say nighttime activities?
Well, I'm not married, if you're asking.
But that's no obstacle, is it?
Not I. And would be a good counterpart for me, and yet not...
I'm not sure what you mean.
Actually, neither am I.
With your permission...
What?
Don't worry, I'll just...
I'm glad to hear... When it comes upon me, I sweat a lot.
You're...
No.
Do you...
Well, I'm not the youngest, but it's not...
All right. I'm sorry, sir, but you have all...
I tried it.
Oh, unfortunately...
Then go away, would you?
Well...
And why are you...
I never think such a thing, sir. I'm sure you have It's just that no...
Oh, typical.
I'll be going...
Be off.
I'll be...
Be... Christ almighty. And when that's all done, let the maids get stuck into cleaning, so you don't show me up in front of his lord.
If you're after some leftovers, the kitchen's up top. I don't think there's much there, though. And not a step further than the kitchen.
If it's scrub you're after, you'll have to wait. I've been here for ages. And have to go on duty, too. I'm as hungry as a wolf. Fuck, I haven't had a bite to eat since noon yesterday.
I suppose you're waiting here for a bite to eat.
Damn right. Like, I know they're preparing a banquet for his nibs, but they could have left one cook here, or at least a bit of gruel, for Christ's sake.
I can see if I've got anything to eat on me.
Hey, I need some decent grub, not some mouldy bread.
You might be surprised. Oh, I must have got mixed up.
Well, go and get mixed up somewhere else, beggar.
I can try and find something for you.
Haven't you got anything better to do?
Not really. Besides, I'm quite hungry myself.
Go and look then. There's some baths down below. There might be something there. I'd go myself, but if someone saw me there, I'd be in trouble. Ever since... well, never mind.
I'll figure it out somehow. I'll be going then.
Go, and if you meet the cook, send her here.
I make you the guardian angel and take care of your good servant.
The first bell. Another 11 to go.
Ugh, never mind then. Farewell.
Quick! Sir Otto will be back any time, so make sure everything's in order. I don't want to see any idling here. Oh, she's killing me again. And make sure there's a goose in sauce prepared, and that it's not too sweet. Crisp on the outside and juicy on the inside. Nothing half cooked.
What the?
Oh, this
Help
sort of
me!
food makes my
Beware!
Oh, that's a tough one.
I'll catch that bastard. Must be here somewhere.
Gotcha, fella! Surrender, now!
Easy! I surrender!
I've got you. You're a pickpocket, and a lousy one at that. Pay up, and show me what you've got.
I can't pay. I don't have enough money.
In that case,
I'm very sorry.
what do you mean?
I was robbed here.
Well, why didn't you...
You think someone would just voluntarily show me their purse? I just wanted to take a peek.
With your hand?
I'd easily recognize it by touch. It's made from a fine calf's...
So, was it your purse or not?
It wasn't. I'll have to keep looking.
All right, you can go.
God be with you, my friend.
Greetings to you, friend.
Oh, the pain. And smile. I don't want to see any sour.
Never mind then. Farewell.
Where did they get to?
Still hungry?
I wouldn't be it. Thanks. Well, at least I won't starve.
You're welcome. Enjoy it. The second toll for Hans.
What the?
The third toll. I better get moving.
What?
I must be mad. I suppose it was nothing.
What?
Any idea what that was? I'll go there. I must be mad. To hell with it.
Huh? Huh? No, please.
Pardon me for disturbing you, miss.
If you want to pray, go somewhere else. The chapel is closed. Unless you're a priest. Which I presume you're not.
No, I'm not. My name is Henry.
I'm Adela, Thomas's sister. What is it you want, Henry?
I need to talk to your brother.
No chance of that. He's been lying in a fever for 3 days, and the surgeon is away with Sir Otto. Unless he returns soon, Thomas won't be talking to anyone ever again.
What actually happened to him?
They were attacked by bandits by the pond. His mare, Arrow, brought him home. He was completely out of it. And little wonder, the way he was hacked up. If the surgeon was here, he'd be in his care. Some of his wounds have healed, but now he has a fever. He's been bedridden for 3 days.
I'm sorry. maybe I could help somehow?
The only one who can help now is the priest. And I don't want to sound gloomy, but all he can do is pray too. Just the same as me.
Where's the physician?
He's with Lord von Berghoff. When Thomas started to get feverish, he left some concoction for him. He was only meant to be gone for a while, but it seems they got stuck somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, the concoction ran out, and we don't have any other physician here.
I'm not a physician, but I could try and brew that concoction. It can't hurt to try. Do you know what it was brewed from?
If I knew that, I'd have brewed it myself. Not even our surgeon knows. He does everything according to his books. He uses some medical manuscript, whether he's treating people or livestock.
And where is this book?
How should I know? Probably in his chambers, in the Crone.
I'll have a look there then.
But no one is allowed there.
I'll figure it out somehow.
Why do you want to help us?
Well, unless Thomas recovers and testifies that me and my friend are messengers from Ratai, then my friend will be executed.
You mean that poacher who's to be hanged?
He's a noble. Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. The whole thing is one big misunderstanding. And only Thomas can sort it out.
I'm a bit bewildered by all this. But all right.
The main thing is, I want Thomas to live too.
Yes, you're right.
I'll get going then. I don't have much time, and neither does Thomas.
Go. And thank you.
Don't worry. You'll be fine.
The fourth bell.
Hey? Any idea what that was? I'll go there. This place is off limits to you. Give up. I said surrender. Are you trying to piss me off? Surrender right now.
All right, all right. You caught me. I surrender.
I've got you. You can't say you won't. You'll pay.
Take me away.
No.
All right.
Well, this is all right.
Hold on.
Watch out.
I'm just
the right.
going to clean
Got
over
it.
you.
What was it I wanted?
The fourth bell.
Huh? Any idea what that was? I'll go there.
Hey, you've no business.
This place is off
Are you
limits to
looking
you.
to steal something?
Halt! Well, what will it be?
Easy! I surrender!
You can't say you weren't warned. You'll pay.
Look,
What?
look, we're both...
Where are you going?
It's like,
No.
they're wheelie... Well, this yard at high noon, then all of a sudden, that girl made a right... Aye.
All right then. That's taken care of. Off you go now. That's it. Halt. Cooler. I'm wounded. Punishment by the blade. My
You
favorite.
won't surrender. The pillory's too good for you. I'll chop you up on the spot. You're going to gut you whore son.
I'll hack you up like...
Hold on.
I'm just going to the room.
Huh? Any idea what that...
You're not meant to be here. Halt! Fine. You had your chance. The pillory's too good for you. I'll chop you up on the spot.
The fourth bell.
Don't dare bleed to death before I gut you. Fucking hell! Punishment by the blade, my favorite. Bleeding already, are you?
Hold on.
Everyone to me.
I'm just going to the room.
fourth bell.
You...
I need help.
Who doesn't? I still have to clean out all the fireplaces in the crown. Do you know how many there are?
I don't know or care. I have to find medicine for Captain Thomas.
Thomas? That poor...
Well, you look like...
Why should...
Because we're birds of a feather.
How do you mean?
Well, let's just say we both go where we shouldn't be going and take things that don't belong to us.
Oh, really?
Really? Didn't you lose a comb by any chance?
What? How did you...
How? I know a thing or two. So, do you believe me? As you wish.
All right. If it's medicine you're after, the surgeon has... There's all sorts of junk there, but there's one chest where he puts stuff that he hasn't used up. He locks it carefully, but you might get lucky.
And what if there's nothing interesting?
Then tough luck. That crackpot writes down.
All right.
And now get out of my way.
bell's ringing for hands the 5th time. I'll be going there.
What? What happened here?
was that?
I'm fussing over nothing.
The 6th bell. Half the time is up.
Huh? What the? Wait, I'll go and see what's making that noise.
Hey, where'd it go? This place is off limits to you. Surrender now.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
It will have to be diluted. His fever is getting worse. If this doesn't work, I don't think he'll last long.
You all to be vigilant. These days we have all sorts of vagabonds, drifters, outlaws and bandits roaming the country. And we have one of those vermin here today. A fella called Hans, who is clearly not right in the head. A dangerous madman, a brawler, and a thug, and worst of all, a poacher. And so, for the damages he caused to our dear Lord Otto von Berghoff, he is sentenced to be hanged by the neck until dead.
You can't execute this man. He's a noble. Captain Thomas here will testify that we're messengers from Ratoi.
What is this nonsense, for Christ's sake?
It's true. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein.
Deal with it, for God's sake!
But, sir, the captain...
Captain Thomas has a fever. He's clearly delirious. Seize them immediately.
You can't do this! I'm a nobleman, do you hear? A noble! Get your hands off me! You can't do this!
Open the gates!
Lord.
What the hell is going on?
It was just a... It's a hanging.
You can't hang him. He's a noble.
That's for me to judge. Take him down! And for Christ's sake, help me off this horse!
You may enter. His lordship is expecting you.
So, you're messengers from Ratai, huh? I was wondering when someone would turn up. All right, then. Let's hear it.
My respects, Sir Otto. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, and this is Henry of Skalitz, my escort.
Welcome to Trotsky, gentlemen. I'd greet you standing up as befits, but I'm glad I can even sit at the moment.
I heard you were ambushed by outlaws.
You heard right. Those bastards did a job on me. And I got out luckier than most. Almost all the others were killed, including my page and my surgeon. So there is no one here to heal me, and I will have to inform poor Albert's father that his son died in my service.
I hope your health will soon be restored, sir.
We shall see. But now, you tell me what happened here in Herrgottsnamen. Why did my chamberlain try to hang you, Lord Capon?
In truth, the welcome we got from your Master Chamberlain was somewhat... how shall I put it? Well, it was somewhat unexpected. I must say, it was the first time I had a noose around my neck, and it wasn't the most pleasant experience.
Please, accept my apologies, sir. And that of my chamberlain, too. Is that not so, Ulrich? I must say in his defense that he had my orders not to admit anyone to the castle, and to be cautious.
I understand, sir. At home, some bandits got into Tamberg by subterfuge, and it cost us a lot of effort to reconquer it.
I'm glad you understand. Anyway, let us leave this misunderstanding aside and get to the point. As far as I'm aware, Ratai showed no interest in negotiations before, either with me or with the League of Lords.
True. Our houses have thus far stood on opposite sides.
I should say so. Attacking Brno and Jihlava together with that renegade Sokol of Lemberg hardly inspired our sympathy.
But we can all point the finger. Your League of Lords, on the other hand, abducted the king. Although I don't doubt your reasons, just as Sir Hanush did.
We certainly had. The main one being that your Wenzel is an irresponsible drunkard and idler who is hurting the Empire by his inactivity. But let us leave that aside. Tell me, what does Sir Hanush have on his mind? I am all ears.
Unfortunately, during the ambush, we lost the letter we were carrying, so you'll have to make do with my word of mouth.
All right. Go ahead and speak.
In brief, Sir Hanush, Sir Radzig, and other lords take the view that the situation has got out of control, and that's of no benefit to anyone in Bohemia, neither Wenceslas's supporters or the League of Lords. King Sigismund's actions will not lead to instilling greater order than under King Wenceslas. Quite the contrary.
Let us say that maybe. What arises from it?
Sir Hanush and the other lords on our side are interested in knowing what the stance of the League of Lords is at this moment, and whether they haven't perhaps reevaluated some things.
In other words, whether I might betray Sigismund.
Well, betray is a strong word. We came to you, Sir Otto, because you're the leading voice of the League of Lords. I expect there are also lords among your ranks who are considering how to find a way out of this sticky situation. And for the Kingdom of Bohemia, it would certainly be better if our powers were to join rather than parting.
Your companion speaks like a diplomat, Sir Hans. However, the question is whether it's possible to join fire with water and end up with anything but nasty smoke. Nonetheless, Sir Hanush and Sir Radzig are right. There is disorder and anarchy in the land. Bandits riding roughshod all over. As we all know, to our cost.
We've had plenty of experience of that at home too, sir. Only a short time ago we had to deal with a similar band.
Then you will surely understand that before I begin debating who would be the better king, I must sweep my own doorstep. Only I'm damned if I know how to do that, since those bastards have wiped out half of my garrison, including my captain.
If I may be so bold, sir, you're not the only one. We also have a score to settle with them, so Henry and I will gladly help you.
Is that so? Now that is what I call the words of a knight, Sir Hans.
Right now, we've got a common enemy, so we have common interests too.
So then, sir, may we be of assistance to you?
Indeed you may. Perhaps in the end we may really find some common ground. I need to muster sufficient reserves to deal with those outlaws once and for all. I'm summoning my vassals here to Trotsky. And since I don't have many men left to send as messengers, I will gladly accept your help.
Just say the word, sir. Where should we go?
You'll go to Nebakov, a small castle, or rather a fortress among the cliffs. The yeoman there, Jaromir Nebak, is an old hardhat and may not be very willing to fulfill his obligations. It would be useful if an eloquent noble like yourself visited him to explain him clearly why I need his whole garrison.
Who is this Lord Nebak?
The lord of a smaller house with not much in the way of estates, just a fortress and lands, but he also owns a mill that provides a significant part of his income. His children are grown up. His daughter married well, thanks to Sir Otto. His son is away from the domain, dealing with duties. Sir Otto helped him to acquire an official position. In short, the House of Nebak is more than...
Thank you. Nevertheless, I suspect Jaromir will not be keen to charge into battle. But that is of little consequence. That will do us.
What should we do if he's unwilling to heed what we say?
His house has always been loyal to mine, and it has always been more than worth their while. So tell him that I would like it to remain. I do not expect any great obstacles, but it would be wise to show Sir Jaromir respect by sending him someone of... He will take his time over being persuaded, and then conquer.
I'll get to him somehow.
I expect nothing less.
Is the route...
As I said,
Don't worry, sir. I have...
Is that all, sir?
It's no simple task. Knowing Yaromir, if I sent a common messenger, he'd come back. Dealing with the lower nobility can be tricky. They tend to be
We'll take care of it. All right.
Very well. The Chamberlain will show you where you can put your heads down, and he will supply you with horses. And once we have resolved this little digression...
Thank you, sir.
May I ask something, Sir Otto?
Oh. Ask away, young man.
When you were ambushed, did you see those bandits? Would you recognize any of them?
Henry, don't start with that again.
Why do you ask?
The thing is, when we were ambushed, I believe I saw among them one of the men we ran up against at home.
Oh. What did he look like?
He's called Istvan Toth, a Hungarian noble. He wears black armor. A stocky fella, around 40.
I've already told you that's nonsense. How would he be here? You only saw him from a distance, from behind.
And why does this Toth interest you, young man?
He was the leader of a band that made trouble for us in Sasau. And he has something that belongs to me.
Ah, interesting. Interesting.
Thank you, sir.
I understand. And now I shall entrust you to the care of Uri here. Go with God.
Thank you for everything, sir. The Lord be with you.
There will be time enough yet for social niceties. Sir Otto has generously agreed to accommodate Lord Capon in one of his chambers. And you, Henry, shall also be accommodated. As there, your equipment shall also be returned to you. And you'll find your horse in this. Nevertheless, his lordship takes the view that, as a noble's escort, you should have a befitting mount. And therefore he has kindly decided that you may take one of our horses, if you so wish. Gentlemen,